little bit in the ring.
And I looked at Molina's core when he weighed in. It looked like y'all did a great job with his core.
John had a great strength coach.
He was much better.
Yeah, he had a great strength coach that was very diligent. And John, you know, look, you can have a coach that's diligent, but you need the participation of the fighter. And John was dedicated to that, as well as the gym. We worked 6 days a week. We were sparring quite often, very many rounds with quite a few different fighters. So, you know, he's ready for this fight. Again, you know, you never know how things are going to turn out. We train to do one thing, and that's to win. So whichever way that win comes is fine by me. But I believe in John Molina, and I believe he's going to win this fight.
So, how much pressure do you believe it takes to crack Broner? Does he have to stay in his chest? Can he fight on the perimeter, or does he have to stay in Broner's chest?
Well, that's a great question. That's a great question. I would say, look, John Molina, there's no surprises with what he does. And I think, you know, if we really realistically look at the two men, I bet you could come up with a game plan that you think would work against Broner. And it's probably the same one I've got. So it's no secret. Now the key is, you say, to crack the Broner code. Now, I think the code is this, is to make sure Broner doesn't get into a rhythm, that you throw him off of his timing, where he feels comfortable using, you know, his timing, where you upset that timing. You got to use a little awkwardness with him, because if you're by the book, he'll read it. You're a little awkward with him, and John's awkward by nature. I tell him he's got a quirky style that works, because he knocks so many guys down that don't expect to get knocked down because of the angles that he puts himself in. He actually does some unorthodox things that you really wouldn't want to teach a guy, but they work for him. So these are the things that we're counting on to upset the timing, along with other things that I'm not going to go into detail with. But I think Molina has got a quirkiness about him that could pose a big problem for Broner. In other words, he's got some punches that just come out of nowhere. In fact, Stevie Forbes, our sparring partner, you know, former world champion, great fighter, one of the smartest guys in the ring, said, you know, John, he goes, you hit me with these hard shots that I'm not expecting. I'm expecting a certain type of punch to come at a certain time, and that's not happening. It comes from another direction or another spot. And